From an on-set rivalry during the NBA Finals to the not-so-coincidental timing of the film's release, these are the pros reacting to the movie Air. Executive producers Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are two of Hollywood's biggest Celtics fans. Despite their allegiance to all things Boston, Affleck was set to direct and star in Air. The sports biopic covered Chicago Bulls superhero Michael Jordan and the origins of the Air Jordan sneaker. Based off of true events, the film dived into Nike's huge endorsement deal with MJ before his fame. Thanks to Damon and Affleck's upbringing in South Boston, the superstar actors are die-hard Massachusetts sports fans. But did you know that one of Air's producers, Peter Guber, is co-owner of the Golden State Warriors? Back in 2022, Guber's Warriors faced the two Bostonian actors' home team in the NBA Finals. After Boston stole Game 1, you can be sure Damon and Affleck talked some serious trash. Production for the movie began on June 6th, the very same week the finals were underway. Principal photography kicked off just a day after the Warriors tied up the series. The film's screenplay writer, Alex Convery, shared his up-close and personal experience with the on-set rivalry. Convery said, "There was a little back and forth on set every day those 2 weeks of the finals, which was just hilarious to watch unfold." Production was well underway, and the Celtics looked poised to pull off the upset. Damon and Affleck were seen boasting about the Game 1 advantage, but they ended up counting their chickens before they hatched. The Celtics went on to blow a 2-1 lead, as Guber earned a 4th championship ring. We can all imagine how much Guber loved rubbing the victory in his fellow producers' faces. We all know how passionate Affleck is about his Celtics, but could you imagine how hard it would be to show up to work next to the guy who's responsible for defeating your favorite team? Sounds like a rough day at the office. Well, it couldn't be all that bad, considering Affleck was given roughly $80 million to make his dream movie. Although the film flopped and failed to turn a profit, it was well received by the NBA community. With $30 million down the drain, Affleck will surely receive some flack from his producers. See what I did there? Air raked in a meager $54.2 million from the box office, but fans seem to love the tale of Nike's pursuit of Jordan. Popular fan page, the NBA Realist tweeted, "Good Lord, a movie about pursuing the GOAT before he became the GOAT? Debate over." The tweet was in response to a poll prompting fans to rank their favorite sports-related movies. NBA supporters shared their admiration for the film, claiming it to be the most entertaining basketball movie of all time. Sports analyst Colin Cowherd spent over 5 minutes raving about the movie in his talk show. Despite voicing his preference to watch movies at home, Cowherd deemed Air to be remarkable and a must-watch. Basketball fans around the world headed to the theaters, thanks to Cowherd's stamp of approval. SB Nation writer Mike Payan loved Air so much, he saw the movie 2 times in as many days. He wrote an entire frickin' article about the movie, labeling it as the best sports movie ever. Payan wrote, "You can really see yourself in the plot and feel inspired to take some risks in your own life." With the press sharing their praise, Air has remained in the conversation for quite some time. NBA fans basked in the glory of a truly spectacular story that seemed to inspire the younger generation of athletes. If you're a young athlete on the path to the pros, you should probably give Air a watch. Nike's ambitious risk on MJ is as inspirational as it gets. Jordan was quite the humble guy and mainly kept to himself. His efforts on the court led to $162 million in sales in Jordan's rookie year alone. Sometimes, your game speaks for itself. Who knows? Maybe the film will detract today's rising stars from sharing every part of their life on social media, or at least get young athletes to focus on what really counts. The central theme of Air is family. While the story follows Nike's quest to sign MJ, the project mainly focused on CEO Phil Knight and his team at the iconic shoe company. In the 80s, Nike truly felt like a tight-knit family. The company was nowhere near as big as it is today, and it had never failed to branch out into other popular sports. Phil Knight and marketing executive Sonny Vaccaro felt like brothers, working closely with one another to revamp the company. One thing that puzzled fans was the exclusion of Michael Jordan. While a younger version of MJ makes a short cameo, most of the action is centered around Jordan's mom, Dolores. Jordan's only demand for the film lobbied for star actor Viola Davis to portray his mother. Affleck made sure he received his wish. Oddly, MJ wasn't included in the trailer and barely makes an appearance in the nearly 2-hour film. Another strange thing about Air is that there's very little footage of basketball shown in the movie. Most sport flicks revolve around what's happening out on the field. Remember the Titans and Coach Carter are two examples of successful sports-centric films that primarily focus on the players and coaches of the game. There are a few archival clips of Jordan on the court, yet the actual game of basketball has very limited screen time. The unique change of pace certainly paid off, as critics issued Air a 93% positive score. Out of the 263 critic reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, the film received an average score of 7.7 out of 10. However, fans pointed out a strange inaccuracy in the film's plot. Director Ben Affleck included a scene where Nike execs discussed signing proven star Charles Barkley instead of Jordan. Sonny Vaccaro, depicted by Matt Damon, was the only one in the room who wanted to sign Barkley. The film hypothesized that the rest of the Nike execs weren't sold on Charles, an ambitious allegation, practically claiming the company was uninterested in signing the trash-talking future Hall of Famer. Yet Charles Barkley ended up signing a deal with Nike in 1992. Sir Charles signed a $2 million deal that saw 7 of his signature shoes hit the markets. I wonder if Affleck is holding a grudge on the former Philadelphia 76er, because this diversion from the truth seems really odd. Finally, let's dive into the dubious timing of Air's release. A promotional circuit for the movie was announced just days after LeBron James became the all-time leading scorer. The film's trailer was released directly after LeBron's historic achievement, leaving much suspicion around the timing of the announcement. King James surpassed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the greatest scorer in NBA history in February of 2023. And within the same week, Jordan releases a movie about his unbelievable journey of building a shoe empire. Coincidence? I think not. Normally, we'd give MJ the benefit of the doubt, but this isn't the first instance of Jordan attempting to overshadow LeBron. We all know that Jordan can be a bit insecure about his status as the GOAT. Back in 2016, Bron pulled off the most unfathomable comeback in NBA Finals history. He led the Cleveland Cavaliers to its first NBA championship, despite trailing 3-1 early in the series. Jordan soon chimed in to rain on LeBron's parade. ESPN announced they were filming The Last Dance, a documentary highlighting Jordan's greatness and status as the GOAT. If that doesn't convince you that Air was deliberately released to troll Bron, I don't think anything will. But wait, there's more. A whole lot more. You really thought that was all the evidence we had? Well, during the notorious NBA bubble, LeBron led his Los Angeles Lakers to their 17th NBA title. Many fans mocked Bron's achievement, deeming the championship a bubble ring and a fraudulent accolade. Once again, the GOAT sent another seemingly deliberate message to LeBron James. He congratulated LeBron on the victory, but furthered the GOAT conversation. With The Last Dance releasing directly before the postponed 2020 playoffs, Jordan's unbelievable success story was still fresh in the minds of NBA fans. The documentary attracted millions of viewers and introduced the younger generation to the best basketball player to ever suit up. NBA old heads rose from the shadows, defending Jordan and taking a shit on LeBron's legacy. While MJ didn't officially comment on the debate, the timing of The Last Dance rubbed LeBron fans the wrong way. So, from the not-so-coincidental timing of the film's release to an on-set rivalry during the NBA Finals, that was the pros reacting to the movie Air.